What's happening, fandoms? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we react to music videos and shows. Today we're back on The Expanse. We're in Season 5, Episode 3, Mother. There's a few characters you could characterize as Mother. The first one that jumped to my mind was Christian Avasarala. She is so Mother, it's crazy. But I think who we're talking about is indeed Naomi Nagata, because we're focusing this season quite a bit on the relationship between her and Marco and Naros and their son Philip, who we first saw on screen during the season 4 finale when Ashford got taken out. Now, some things have slightly changed. Oh, actually, someone mentioned in the comments, and I did not pick this up during the actual episode. I guess we did see Philip earlier, because he was part of the crew that blew up the shipping or the shipyard when Bobby was trying to rescue her criminal crew. So I guess Philip was visible in the elevator, but I did not notice that at all. I just assumed it was random Belter people, but someone told me it was Philip, and I believed them. So I guess that was not the first time we actually saw him on screen, but it was the first time I saw him on screen. So, yeah, I imagine we're probably going to roll deeper into the Naomi part of this story. Last episode, we focused pretty heavily on Amos, although we also followed Holden and Fred as they investigated and rescued Monica, who had been kidnapped and stuffed in a shipping container floating out in space around Tycho. I imagine we'll get deeper into that storyline at some point, but yeah, the Amos story was very interesting, and I talked about it deeply at the end of last episode, so I'm not going to focus very much here. But there were some items revealed there that had to have come from the book The Churn, which that episode was titled after, I'm pretty sure. And learning that Amos is not actually Amos's name. He stole that name from someone that he killed to get out of Baltimore. That's a very interesting piece that I don't remember ever learning in the books. So I suspect that that's an extra detail that came from directly from The Churn, and I very much enjoyed how that was all played out. So yeah, let's just dive in. No need to tear the analysis down around this one. We're just gonna go. Here we go. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you. Okay, this has got to be a Marco. Oh, impact is very soon.
Yeah, I like mechanisms.
So I've heard.
My office said the Navy needed help with an urgent matter.
A highly
What is this
urgent
guy?
matter. And highly classified. This discussion does not leave this room.
Don't you guys have scientists of your own for this sort of stuff?
We wanted a second opinion from someone in the private sector.
Your call.
Size, shape, composition are all over the place. They were having instrument malfunctions.
That's one possibility.
What else could be a possibility?
I see. They're trying to figure out why the asteroid feels weird, because of the stealth technology that was on it.
That's weird.
What?
All these rocks have consistently higher return signatures on one side only.
Higher return signatures on one side of those fragments could imply that the original rock was coated in stealth tech.
Could, huh?
My spy was convinced that Martian stealth composites had been sold to Belters. Marco Inaros threw a stealth rock at us. We're right. And you know it.
Yep. Mother. It's gonna have multiple meanings this episode, I think. She's protecting her planet, man. You gotta believe her. She's trying so hard. 22 hours to impact. That's very soon. It'll happen during this episode, perhaps. Directed by Thomas Jane. Damn. Huh. Tight quarters in these ships. Sleeping
Captain,
3 deep.
was just gonna call. We're coming up on him.
Give me the scopes.
Gun's gone. Look like lot of hull armor gone too. They stripped him.
Oh, they're finding Ashford's ship remains.
Wake everyone.
Guess he wouldn't have drifted too far without any velocity.
I speak for Fred Johnson and Tycho Station. You are free to go.
Now she's gonna blame herself. Maybe.
It is intact, but fuel pellet all gone. Main water tank empty. Lot of air scrubber gone too.
Yeah, they stripped this
Transfer
ship.
of all water and fuel reserves from DeWalt to Motang. Then patch hull and repressurize. When power is restored, search the ship for backup data cores. Ashford will have those hidden somewhere.
What is this?
That's Paolo Cortazar, the protogen scientist who worked on the protomolecule, right?
Where'd you get that?
Your organization leaks like a sieve.
Did you know about this?
No.
You need to wake the fuck up. You have got a serious problem on your hands. Someone is after the protomolecule and you know where it is.
Yeah, she's not
Dawes
wrong
confirmed
about
the
it.
video. Says he doesn't have a clue who's responsible.
Whoever did this, they could be coming for you next.
What are the helmets behind him?
First things first. Let's find the kidnappers.
Cool collection, whatever it is. That's the ship that Naomi's on, I think.
Got some coolant leak and block purge line for one. Trust him to fix.
What do these people want? Oh, they want jobs. Okay. Just some background stuff. Okay. It's an OPA dive.
Let me buy you both around.
That all you think we were, okay?
How about you buying us on Jade rounds?
Yeah.
Fine.
Who's this?
The Naomi I remember would never have gotten shakedown like that.
Probably because you were always around.
Okay, she recognizes this guy. That's good, I guess.
If I wanted to put you in jail, you'd be there already.
Ah. Yum Sing.
I'm saying. Yeah, Belter life is weird and hard.
I know Philip's here. I came to see him.
Not a fucking chance.
You don't speak for him.
He don't want to speak to you. He don't want you in his life.
Yeah, they know.
I'll believe that when he tells me to my face.
Philippe's not a little boy anymore.
I'm still his mother.
You left him. And us.
There it is.
You have to tell Philip I'm here and that I need to see him.
This is so
I have the right.
You have nothing.
hard to do, I bet.
You waste the trip. Go back. Back to your inners.
Yeah, the only reason they aren't just killing her is because Marco wouldn't want it, I think.
Then I'm talking to her to get closer to her boss.
Trust me, it's the last thing I want to.
Well, Babbage is only talking to Alex because of her boss, I think, so...
Get Babbage. I mean, Emily. You look nice.
Thank you, and thanks so much for meeting me.
Oh, and then to help out a fellow sailor.
You up for a glass of wine on the War College, of course, research. And you also saw some very weird shit.
Yeah, I did. Which I guess brings us to why you asked me here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to grab the window?
Oh, sure.
So
Grab the
Illis,
window.
new to
Yeah.
Terra. I read all the reports and I saw the pictures that were made public, but
They're gonna remain inert.
Except it's
the
not
most
the last
amazing
piece.
thing about that story might just be your modesty.
Alex had almost nothing to do with it. Okay. Yeah, he's modest. Sure. It's mostly Holden. Are we back to drummer? What do you, Okay. This is Ashford's hidey place.
Don't see what? Can't even imagine it. This has always been a problem for our kind.
Wow.
Even our dreams are small.
Ashford continues to live on
Ratna.
in his messages.
Execution dock. I have come till he go.
It's all green.
Okay. Yeah, she's pissed off though.
Everyone, well done. When the Tynan is fully operational, we will put into Hygeia for resupply. And then we will find Marco Naros, so we will do it.
This is Drummer, the Pirate Captain's Arc. Huh. I don't think everybody's super
tell
on
me to
board,
hurry
but
up and finish the Rossi. Now you slow me down to do this.
Like this belters are hard up for jobs.
They rent a compartment on top level B.
okay. So we're hunting down the crumbs. And they're dead. Great. That's no help at all.
Maybe, I don't know, we could do it again when you get back.
That would be interesting.
That's not a yes. Oh, that is a yes. Damn. Okay. She's taking her espionage to the next level. I see.
Guilty as charged. Why do I?
Oh no! Already.
What the hell?
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. Shit.
Shoot him.
Huh? Well, no, I think that's a mistake.
Hey, Alex.
It's a good thing she showed up when she did. Ooh, good move.
Well, she kept dodging my questions about Solitaire, but I did learn she is shipping out on a supply run tomorrow.
Maybe.
Did you get the name of the ship?
Barkeith.
A lot of the arms deals I made went down during routine military operations.
Hide in plain sight, that's smart.
If Babbage is on a supply run, her ship could easily be full of weapons. Well, it has one hell of a sneaky pilot.
This is not the homecoming I was expecting.
Well, you're not a homebody.
Oh boy.
All right, Gunny.
Risen him
Let's go
up,
prep
Bobby.
the ship.
All right, I'll meet you there, okay? I've got to grab a few things just in case.
Okay.
Grab a few things like maybe some Martian combat armor. Maybe. Okay, back to, oh, yep, there's the bottle that Ashford made her hold on to. Yeah, this is
I felt the same emptiness that you feel
hard for
now.
her.
Hard, looking for violence.
Hmm.
But there are better ways to grieve.
Yeah, poor drummer. It's not fun for her. But I have a feeling that her path is not going to change much. She's still going after Marco.
Maybe it will do some good for the belt.
She's sending this to Fred.
This is not my fight.
Oh, she is gonna change her path? Maybe. That must have gone to Fred. Because she likes him more than she likes Dawes. Is this the man himself? It is. Look at him. How's this gonna go?
I abandoned you. And I'm sorry.
I don't know that I agree
But
that
I
that's
loved you more
what happened.
than I ever thought I could love anyone.
Then why did you leave?
I'll never forgive myself for making the choice that I did. It was never about you. Just trying to protect you.
Everything my father told me about you is true.
Yeah.
Don't
he's
go, Philip,
spent
please.
many
Just
years listening to
listen
his
to me.
father's nonsense. That's rough. How do you combat decades worth of misinformation like that?
And when they open the door, we'll take them and the ship. And let's make sure we have someone left to talk to this time.
Okay, Bull. Set up a party, huh? Interesting. Naomi. In the book, she kind of gets embroiled in Philippe's nonsense. I suspect that's what's going to happen here.
She's coming with us.
Boss, she
Okay.
can't go.
Do it.
No!
Yeah, well, at least he can't kill her. So there's that, because that was what was about to happen. They were going to space her. Why does she have a picture of Nancy Gow outside her office? What is this, an authoritarian dictatorship? Oh, are we a... Yeah, Here it comes.
I know it's been a while since we spoke. I hope we speak again soon.
I think before this episode is done, we see an asteroid strike. I thought it would happen right then, but there it is. Strike in the Norwegian area somewhere. Oh, this is the start of a whole lot of bad. Yep. Ooh. First of several, I think. And man, it's not gonna feel good enough being right when you're in Christian's position because of all of the death that's happened, because she couldn't do anything about it. And that's rough. She was right on the verge, right on the edge of being able to fix this, but she just doesn't have enough political sway anymore in her reduced capacity to actually affect real change and make things happen the way she used to. And that is rough for her. Seems like Naomi's story is very closely following the books. She has a ship. She brought it to try and entice Philip away. Philip needed a ship for his mission, and now he has one, and he's taken Naomi aboard. I'm not sure how these timelines match up exactly. I think that once again we're doing a little bit of timeline jumping, somewhat like we did in season 4, because the events that happen in different areas are so far removed and communication is different. It's possible that what we're looking at is a storyline with Naomi and Philip that happened a little bit earlier than the stuff that's joining it in the same episode. It's hard to say because I don't remember exactly what Philip's mission has impact it has. I haven't finished book 5 reread just yet, so don't remember what they're trying to accomplish. But definitely the changes to our story about how Ashford was included continue to have repercussions. It's delightful to hear his voice again this deep into the next season, given that he lasted at least one season longer than his original character was supposed to and had a completely different arc. It's really delightful to still hear his voice with those messages, and his reach continues to be felt in a way that this same information may have been shared around, the same type of information, but it has a deeper impact because it comes from Ashford and his sacrifice, and because of the character that Ashford became, rather than, you know, the villainous flat character that Ashford was in the books. It's so much more impactful, and so you love to see it. And I am very interested in the storyline that Drummer now is on, and with her building her own pirate fleet, she's working to become kind of like a pirate king in the void of the belt space, and I think that's fantastic. I like what she has going on with her crew. They seem very tight, and now they are 3 ships strong. And if she continues to recruit and build and become a larger force in the system, it could really change the balance of things. And I think that's what her goal is. And some of those scenes with Drummer, you could really feel Ashford's presence, right? Because the Ashford and Drummer relationship that, frankly, as far as I know, never existed in the books. I don't know that those 2 characters ever even spoke one time. It has become a really central piece of the character dynamics for season 4, season 5, you know, a throughput for the last 3 seasons, and their bond was such that you can feel his absence, and it's just crazy how important those 2 became to each other in such a sort of a quick time, and how much you miss him. Especially since I was preconditioned to not like Ashford because I read the books first, and there are no redeeming qualities about Ashford in the books, but in the show he's so lovable and grows to be such an important character. It's just crazy. Ooh, the Monica, Tycho, Holden side of this, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I think that the long, slow burn of the scientist, the protomolecule scientist that Dawes stole. I don't even know how long ago that was. Was that in season 2 somewhere? Like season 2 or maybe season 3, I forget, but it's been so long since that happened that I can't even remember when it happened, and now it's coming back around with these with this attack on Ceres and the theft of that scientist, the kidnapping basically of that scientist and his crew, and now Fred and Dawes have probably lost their scientist, their sample, and who knows what's happening now with the protomolecule. Who has it? We don't know. Is it Marco or is it some other thing? And it's just the long, slow burn, and we haven't even seen hide nor hair of Anderson Dawes since that point either, really. I mean, I think we maybe saw a very brief video splash of him sometime in their intervening period, but slow burn on this, and it's exciting. I can't wait to see where it goes. And to be honest, I don't really know where a lot of this stuff goes, because they make all these changes and those changes have ripples. And I mean, the Ashford changes have rippled through multiple seasons, and the Drummer changes have rippled and rippled. I talked a little bit about the fact that now we have Bull as Tycho security, whereas previously, I think in the books, Bull maybe dies in season 3 as chief of security of the Behemoth. I can't remember if he even survives that series or that season, but he's here now because he and Drummer have swapped places in the books, basically, because they created a role for Kara G because she was so amazing. They basically turned her into Drummer and incorporated her into the story 3 seasons early. And so there's all these changes that are happening, and the ripple effects of those have made other changes happen, and the stories are primarily headed in the same direction. Like, we're fighting a threat of Marco Inaros. The asteroids, one of which has already impacted Earth, are the main like threat of this season, but we have all these other storylines that are kind of ringing it and tied to it, and I just don't know how they all interact anymore because everything has kind of shifted, and it's never gonna get back to where it was. It's impossible. So that's exciting for me because it means I don't get to know exactly what's coming up, and while I can guess sometimes, often I am wrong, and so I kind of have stopped trying to guess, and that makes this even more delicious. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. Once again, I appreciate all you folks for sticking with me as I've had so much difficulty with these season 4 and maybe season 5 episodes with the YouTube copyright mechanism. It's been just brutal, and I've been making the changes that I think are functional, and it seems like it might be working and slightly less bad. But I mean, as I record this, I think my season finale for season 4 hit YouTube, and as of now, it's been copyright claim free for something like 48 hours, and I'm hoping it stays that way. So I'm trying my hardest to keep it from having to do re-uploads. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us through the difficulties. Appreciate all the subs and all the comments, and especially over on Patreon, we have our core of crew that give me my encouragement every week, and I really appreciate you guys. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.